Hello everybody, it is Badger Wild, and we are back with our refinery ship build. Now today, we're back at it figuring the stuff out. We figured out how we want our refineries to be placed on this asymmetrical ship. We figured out our power. I got to looking into the whole hydrogen power thing, and I kind of feel like we're pulling too much hydrogen from, or we're depending on hydrogen too much, as hydrogen has to fuel not only the ship, but it's also got to fuel the miners. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to probably change the back section of the ship to run more on ion power than hydrogen power, because this is not meant to go into atmosphere like the Walker class was. So without further ado, let's get started. So anyway, coming back up to here, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with these pipes going through here. I've got pipes that connect to here. I kind of want to run them this way, and eventually I'm going to have to do something completely different. I also need to completely change this back here because we need to take this big hydrogen thruster out. I know it sounds like a bad idea, but that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to take this out and add maybe 2 large ion thrusters, or maybe 2 large ion thrusters and maybe 3 small ion thrusters, just to give this a little bit more oomph and take us off the dependency of, hey, we've got to depend on those reactors or whatnot. I don't want to depend on that stuff too much. Let's go over here, and I love these sci-fi or large reactors. I think we'll keep those, and we may just do that instead, because it's been a while since I've used one of these. Okay, we're gonna have to connect those up to our connections here. Number 2, disconnect those here. We're gonna use this to provide 2 connections. This is one of the few times I like not using the mirror tool. Because you know, think about the mirror tool, it interferes with a lot. Put it like that, it interferes with a lot. Now then, we're gonna do this here. And I need to see how this is gonna go in. I think we're gonna add a section there. Now then, let's look at our ion thrusters here. We'll go to number 2. And I kind of want to add 3 there. And this one large one, as well as that large one. So crazy is kind of cupped in effect right here. So we got plenty of forward thrust to get this thing going. We'll have to figure out the side and thrusters and everything else. That'll be later. That'll be later. The up and down thrust, the side to side thrust. Right now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out how this ship is going together, and that's what we need to know how to do. One good thing that y'all will love to know is I am planning on buying Star Citizen. I've decided to break down and try to get it. And I got a friend of mine who's gotten it. I have messed with Star Citizen, but they have fixed a lot of things, and I have learned now how to customize my computer to such a degree. Let's look in here. Do I have a freaking... No, I don't. I don't have a room way through here. Stop me from doing that. I kind of want everything to be pretty easy to access on this ship. So the idea of this. Where is my turn? I just need, like, yeah, this right here. We'll do that, which will let us do what we want pretty much. And we're going to add that turn there. And let's see, I could add that there. What about this? That looks a little better. That looks a little better. And I would have access to all this. Actually, let's do that. Let's do this, because this looks a heck of a lot more reasonable, in my opinion. I wasn't expecting to be able to do this, but hey, let's do that. Let's just go ahead here and throw those in. And then looky there. We've got this nice open corridor that we can walk right into. Check that out. Now we can fully access this, and it makes the ship look a little bigger. Having areas like this. I may actually make a main hallway like this. If I can get away with it. If I can get away with it. And then we have this small corridor here going through all the refineries. Actually, I don't know. I kind of want to put... I want to do this, and then I don't want to do this, because... really, I don't need a hallway this big. So we'll take this out. I kind of want to save this for a big entrance area inside the ship, and we may do that. But now I need to flip this so it's different the other way. And then we're going to head down this direction. So we have access to all this. And then I got to figure out how I'm going to get this all to access. Now, one thing I could do, and I could do this. In fact, I could get away with it if I do this nonsense here. One of the things I could do is I could run a walkway. Now let's do that. We'll do that right here. We're going to go up here first. Get one of these side. There we go. Just like that. Check that out. All right. Just like that. So that's going to come down through there. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to install one of these half ladders. Nope. Yes. See how cool that looks now? Now we got that coming down. And then all I've got to do is floor the bottom of this. That's about it. And then once you floor the bottom there, that works. Then I can just start running. Well, I got to figure out how I'm going to do the back here. That's the thing. That's what I needed this one pipe to come around for. Actually, no. I can probably hook this directly into the refineries that we have here. But the problem is, let me look here. How big a space do I need? Okay, I need a 5 space. So yeah, we can hook the refineries directly up to that and just set it up to where it needs to go. So let's grab our handy little hard pipe here. Here and there. 2, 3. And then I will go 1, 2. That way you can see the pipe as we go in. And I think that'll do it, because I want this to be equal. So we'll probably just go right back to one of these, and that creates the drop-off point. Now the only problem I have here now is right here, because if I this is where like a 3-pronged corner piece would be great. You know, just a pipe that looks like that. I could do something with that. Sometimes I need a T, and I need it to go in 3 directions, but I don't need them to like tee off perfectly. I need them to kind of curve, do some angles. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Better idea. Better idea. Let's see. We'll put the T here, and then I can branch off from there, putting in there. See? Perfect. Just perfect. Now, the next thing on the list is, let's go back over here because I want to build this catwalk across here too today while I'm at it. Let's see. Things I wish I had. Actually, I can make this work. Hang on. I'm gonna show you a little trick. I'm gonna put that there since it's perfect where it is. I'm gonna go to number 4. And boom. Check that out. Now we have this catwalk. This is how you do really good catwalks. You have a little bit of deviation here, but now you can't like confusedly go that way or drop off there. This now becomes a drop. This now becomes a point where you stop and, okay, we got options. We got places we can go now. So now the next thing I need to do is I need to start attaching more catwalks. So we're gonna flip that around up there. That in that position. And then, okay, I need a catwalk. There we go. Come on. All right. And we're going to put this, where's that corner piece? There's a corner piece here. Where is it at? Ba-boom. Look at that. Now, the only problem I have now is I just realized I kind of messed up here because I've got to put a walkway in here to where, yeah, where I can bounce off this thing. See, the walkway I need in here right now come on, where are you at? Okay. There you are. We're going to do that right there. Then I'm going to put a regular catwalk in here. We're going to do that. Just make everything look good. Now this catwalk system here, we're going to be able to go here, but I'm also going to be able to take this down to a lower level. And I'm going to be able to work on these pipes if I have to underneath. So really, really good idea there. Really good idea. So we got that catwalk done and we've about figured this section here out. I just need to do a little, well, I just need to do a little pipe work there, if you know what I mean. Now, the other thing that's a bit of an annoyance right now is I need to, oh, I could do that. Let's put a ladder here. And then back number 7. We'll put that corner piece in and check it out. We can now drop down here and I can work on all this stuff right here. All of it. It can all be worked on. We have access to everything. Now all I need to do is put in some interior blocks there. And then I can use this corner piece here to come forward and just start adding our hydrogen, our resources, and all that good stuff. I can just start adding that there. And then from there, I can get the central axis point of this ship done, the central area where you're going to walk out and you're going to walk into. And I can start doing some nifty stuff there. Just adding some cool stuff to have it just, you know, flow really nice and easily. I think I'm going to put something up here. I think I'm going to put another one of speed mods up there. Just so we got just 3 on that, so it's just as fast as it can go. And we can still modify it and work on it. And then I can work this across, figure out how much this is going to be on one side, because we are going to have enough room. I would like to have for 4 of the graboids hooked up to this thing. You see, it's going to be a nice long ship. This is going to be a nice long ship. It's going to work out great. We're going to have thrusters on the sides here and on the sides up here in the living area. And I got to figure out the living area here real quick. But yeah, this is turning out great. Check it out. How do I do this here? I need to... Oh, yeah, that's another problem. I forgot about that as a problem. So the plan originally was to create a space. Yeah, I was going to build something right here to go along with it. All that, because I need this so I can just run this catwalk right through there, and that's going to be a problem. So we can't put nothing there. We can't put anything right there. That's just not going to happen. What's going to happen, though, is I'm going to find this nice window block. Then I am also going to find... All right, let's get one of these. See how hard it is to get through there. All right, that's pretty easy to get through. Oh, we have trouble getting through that. Okay, you have problems. You can solve this. Where's that 1/2 block? That 1/2 quarter. There we go. Shift that over like so. Can I walk through there? Yeah, we don't have any problems, and I can go through here and back this way. Check it out. All right, all right, all right. Now all we need is something to go in here. We see something right there. And at that point, I can just put this area here down, and I can start a secondary pipe going around under here and connecting to this outside, or I can just start the pipe there, have it come up, and have it go around and connect to there. So it's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. In fact, let's do that. Let's go ahead and put that pipe in so I know where it is at all times. And we're making some progress right now. A few times I've made some serious progress on this, on these builds. My big fear right now is this progress is going to bite me in the butt. But I've got a plan on how to make this a little bit easier next time. We're going to run this all the way across to here. And you can see right here on the side of the ship, we have all this real estate to work with right here. You can see this is going to be a very asymmetrical ship because we do have some symmetry just to keep some things kind of looking good. But we're starting to get out of that symmetry and we're going into an asymmetrical look here in a minute. How are those doing? Oh, those are falling. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Okay, what's falling here? Is this in the way? Let's just push on this for a minute. See what that does. Yeah, that's not moving. Ah. How's that? Yeah, that's just wiggling there. Sometimes it just doesn't work the way you want it to. What about this one? Is that one moving? Nope, that catwalk's in place. All right, we're gonna replace these catwalks. On the whole, folks, you gotta look at your ships. You gotta look at your builds, and you gotta realize something could be going wrong. Right? This very no, not there. Something could go wrong at any moment. And there it was. It's just, hey, look, guess what's wrong? This, yeah, pretty much. So we've got that figured out. I may put like some of the old school catwalks down here, not the new ones. I've actually kind of fallen back in love with the old school catwalks, and I kind of want to put a few of those in place. Something I am also thinking, what if I caged this? Let's cage it. This is one of those build techniques that I just love doing. And that is where I will see how that looks. It just adds extra hold on it. When you come through, you've got this nice caged area. Looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and cage it further. Badger Wild. Start the caging. See, this is the cool part about these semi-transparent blocks right here, man. Just shove on there whatever you want, and you can kind of cage it up good. Make it look nice. Go ahead and put some of those there and there. So it looks like a doorway. So, see, now it looks more like an industrial plant. Because now you have all this encagement. Actually, I can go one step further than that. We can cage it like that. Here. That ain't going over well. Those were apparently attached to the top there. We're going to take those out. That'll have to be removed as well. All right, encage that area. And like I said, the best part about this is you can just, because we have full, I just realized we have full access to this. I don't have to worry about not having everything set up the way it's supposed to. So we've got this whole bottom area here, which is just for covering pipes and stuff. And then you've got all of this where you have these nice catwalks just caging this entire section up like it's supposed to, like and this is something you do in industrial plants. I've worked in factories, and this is one of the things that you do. I worked in a hose factory one time and in a sawmill. And this is something they would do to equipment that had a lot of moving parts. They would just put a cage around it. So you could see it, but you'd have to remove the cage. Fortunately for us, we don't have to remove the cage. We just have to walk inside of it. But it makes it feel more like you're inside the guts of the ship right here. As you walk through, you're in the guts of the ship. You're like, oh yeah, look at this. I'm inside it. I'm inside the ship itself. I'm checking out its guts and everything. So that's basically what this would do. And there you go. Check that out. That works. We got the catwalks. We finished up the refinery area, at least how it's going to look for now. Let's see. There's not a whole lot we can put in here, but we're not going to have to worry about that. We're not going to have to worry about putting anything extra over here. And the simple fact of we're just not going to. Now, my only real problem is right here. I just realized I have a major problem in this area. I just realized I have a problem here because this area is open now. I need to... Oh, this is annoying. Okay, I can't put a block here. Oh, I got a block on 4 sides right now. That's nice. If it's not one thing, it's a dadgum another. I swear. All right, so I think I may have to take that out and just add a. Wait, we'll just go back here. We'll just add a triangle block here. Or better yet, let's go to one of my favorite blocks. We'll just do that. And you ain't getting through that. So that'll stop you. Yep. Stopped me right there. I just fell almost through the dadgum floor. All right, we got that hooked up. We need to bring probably this down to the level that this is going to be at. So, and then I've also got to leave openings here for me to run through and also be able to work on these sections of pipe. So I need to be able to work on these while I'm at it. Fun. Okay. There he is. Handy dandy corridor blocks. We're gonna probably use one of those here. And then this will be covered up by another block. We'll put some regular interior blocks on the bottom here. Running around. And then I need to run another set. Need a regular passage block. That's it. Oh, this will look nice. Well, no. No, no. No, no, no. All right, we got that there. Let's run this all the way there. And what I'm doing here is I'm setting up my blocks and everything so I can just hook into stuff and then just go. So this adds a lot of textures and stuff that you really need. Okay. I may need to redo that catwalk there. I don't know. I don't think I'd have. Yeah, I can probably delete that and not do anything to it. Let me try hitting it. Fly back. Kamikaze. Yeah, it's not moving. That's not moving. And the only problem I have right now is this dang battery right here. Jeez. If it's not one thing, I mean, if it's not one thing, man, I'm either gonna run into one or I'm gonna run into the other. Okay, 2. This and now I know what you're thinking. Badger, you said you was gonna put a deal in here. I am, but I've got to plan this out real quick with P. That and this. No, that's not gonna work. Go to defaults. Go to yellow. And let's say I want the first. Let's see, I need the bays to start over here. That's the kicker. let's just go. Let's see, what is it? I said it would take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's going to be a pretty good sized bay right there. And then I still got to figure out how. Yeah, I'm going to have to open that bay up just a bit. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I'm going to be able to do, because that's actually way too high. Okay, so that's not how it's going to work. Let's see. I got to plan this out. Let me see something here, folks. I've got to make some plans. I've got to make some plans. All right. P, we'll go back to default. Well, I said default. Dadgummit, defaults. Okay, so we're going to go here to this, obviously. I'm going to head this way. And I think I may want to go just past. This is where secondary planning comes into play, folks. All right, we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, on to 5. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Huh. How big of bays do I need for these things? Do I really need that? Yeah, I'm gonna. It is 5. That's what I planned for. Dear Lord, those are some big old giant bays. Okay. Well then, that's just peachy. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. We need just a little bit more. No big deal. Oh, we're going over. Let me finish this up, folks. I don't want this one to be too long. I think the fact that these are getting kind of long is kind of messing with people. 4 and 5, and that's the rest of our bays. There is all 4 bays. You can see just how long this ship is going to have to become. That's going to be the start of a bay, and then this area up here is going to be I'm going to have to turn this into some kind of living quarters / bridge. And then our factory area is going to be on this side, which I'm going to have to manipulate and figure that out later. But you can see how big this thing is going to get rather quickly for a simple ship. You can see just how effective it's going to become. I don't need this, I don't think, because we'll be able to use this to plan what we're going to do next. So I'm going to take this bad boy off. Well, I do need this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to delete this here. That's our bay. That's how big the bay is going to have to be. And I'm going to press Control and X. Remove all of that. And Control and X again. Remove that. So we've got our little bay there for that. And you guys can now see this thing has actually gotten way bigger than it was before. So you can see the ship, the Obsidian Bounty, is actually getting bigger, and it is going to be fairly odd looking. So the front back here and the front up here is where we're going to put 2 of our side thrusters. And then I may put side thrusters in the middle, separating the hydrogen and the exterior storage, as we'll call it, from the rest of the ship. And then there's a mod I'm going to get that will enable me to basically take this ship. Oh, I'm getting clipped by an asteroid right now. It'll basically enable me to take this ship and find all the air pockets without me having to run through the ship and do all this other stuff. So we're actually going to cut that completely out. If y'all can imagine it, it's going to be cut completely out. But yeah, the sun is just, we got asteroids here that just absolutely irritate the far out of me. And I don't know, when I show this ship off, I always do a showcase of the ship so you guys can see what it does. I may just try to get 3 other guys to come on so we can check this ship out and do just some basic mining with it, jump from point to point. I may just drop this thing into a random world and we'll all just jump in and just fly it. And this will be mostly vanilla. So, I mean, other than maybe a few things, it'll be vanilla. But you can see it's turning into a very cool ship with about three ways through. Interesting engineering area, plenty of power, just plenty of power. And I hope you guys are enjoying it anyway. I've gone past the 35-minute mark. We'll be finishing this. We'll be doing some more on it later in the next episode. That'll be next Wednesday. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And this is Badger Wild signing out.